The gathering for Friday prayer was a bit different this week at the Islamic Center of Burlington.
Well, this was their prayer services midday on Friday, and we were invited to speak. I'm here with the members of the Chamber of Commerce, with the local community, with the school. There were 100 students from Burlington High School who came down with Principal Mark Sullivan and some teachers and Pat Larkin. It was a wonderful event that showed real unity.
What brought everyone here was a recent act of vandalism at this local house of worship.
Yeah, what happened is on the late Saturday night, around 1:25 a.m. in the morning, these youths who were caught, they came and they started graffitiing the walls of the masjid. And at that time, the imam, as a member of the committee, was inside the mosque. And when they started egging the mosque, they heard the sound. And from inside, they called 911 and informed the police. So after that, he informed all the board members. So right at that moment, we came to know that somebody has vandalized the property.
This banal act was soon dwarfed by the community's positive response in support of the Islamic community.
Well, I think this is a result of, obviously, the incident that took place over the weekend. And we want to show everyone that's in the community that it's really the outpouring of support that is much more important than the actual issue that took place. I think what you saw today was a great outpouring of not only religious leaders and politicians and residents in the schools, but the business community is highly involved and cares about people in the community, not just the business community, but also the residents. And we want to make sure that everyone feels accepted from the business standpoint, also from a residential standpoint.
Burlington as a community is a community of inclusiveness. It's a community that celebrates our differences, as I said. It's a community that works together and shows its regard and its respect for each other, and really does operate under the principles of the Golden Rule, which is we treat each other like we expect to be treated ourselves, and that's Burlington.
Also present as one of the invited guests was the Rabbi Susan Abramson.
As Jews, we know how it feels to be attacked or to have anti-Semitic or all Semitic, anti-Semitic acts perpetrated against us, and so we more than anybody probably understand the feeling of what it's like when a swastika is painted on a wall, or a couple of years ago we had a vase thrown against the front door of our synagogue right up the street from here. So we have a kindred spirit in that regard, and so we have extra compassion, I think, and understanding and how much we need to teach the general community about our faiths to dispel the myths and the stereotypes. I think it's our personal responsibility as Jews and as Muslims to just educate the world about our faith so that people will appreciate us for who we are and not have these misinterpretations and misconceptions.
Everyone agreed that a greater good had grown out of a situation brought about by intolerance.
I'm looking forward to working with the town, working with elected officials in the town, working with the Interfaith Council and our neighbors and friends in Burlington to create a program of inclusiveness, to create an actual physical program where perhaps we can have a cultural diversity day and show all of our differences as well as similarities, because the irony is, as we show how different we may be, it's actually the similarities will come out, and we'll learn from each other. We'll respect each other even more as we understand each other even more. And I think this is the beginning of a new day for us.
It's just a wonderful opportunity to be able to pray together and to be at peace with one another and to just make a lot of new friends. And that's another silver lining that we found in Bedford as well, that because of a couple of misguided individuals, we've all gained many, many new friends. So this is actually a greater good will come from a little bit of misunderstanding and intolerance.
Yeah, today I appreciate the efforts made by the interfaith community as well as the Burlington High School and State Representative Mr. Ken Gordon. They all came to our masjid and they showed us the support. It's very, very good thing that the lot of crowd that comes on Friday, they realize that they are not, being just get the hatred from the community, but they have a lot of people who love the community. They are here to support us.
For B News Weekly from the Islamic Center of Burlington, this is Corey McNeil. Back to you in the studio.